Alrighty, all welcome back. It is the final stream of the day, final match of the day. It is your men's team final. Masters coming your way. Top Shots, Hot Shots taking on Barry's team. Top Shots taking the A side. So they are your hot seat winners. Barry's team coming around from the B side. If they want to win, they're going to have to double dip the Top Shots, Hot Shots to take down the title. Wanted to get started just a touch early. Got a couple of things to get through for some house cleaning. Viewer advantage. If you want in, we're going to cut this off about halfway through the match. $20 gets you in to win $600 Canadian any way you want it. Choose from Jacoby Custom Cues, Jam Up Apparel, JB Cases, or league entry into the CSL IPL. If you want in to win, qsportslive@gmail.com if you're in Canada. Outside of Canada, send a message to the Q Sports Live page. We'll get you in it to win it. On top of that, when you give 20 for that draw, you get 20. Jam Up Apparel stepping up to the plate, giving you $20 as a discount off of any of the jerseys off the Jam Up Apparel website. And of course, We Fire Promotions. We're cutting this one off about halfway through as well. It is a sweepstakes for all new registrations. $250 is what the prize is. Got to be 18 years of age to take advantage. It does not apply to our U.S. viewers. When you go to sign up, go to ggpoker.com. Make sure you use the promo code WeFire. That automatically enters you into the draw, $250. We will cut that off halfway through this match. On top of that, with WeFire, once you've registered, you don't only get in on that draw, you're in for a pool getaway. It'll be played in Ottawa. You'll be playing on a team with Jody Fantz. He is the man, myth, and legend behind We Fire. That is an all-expense-paid trip. That includes your flight, your hotel, your entry into 8-ball, entry into 9-ball, entry into the teams. You'll be playing on a team with Jody Fant. Also includes $500 spending cash. You can't go wrong with it. Get on it, y'all. WeFire, ggpoker.com. So we are locked, loaded, house clean and done. Sit back, grab your popcorn. It's going to be a barn burner. And of course, if you are just tuning in, you know what to do. There's that little share button located down at the bottom left-hand side of the screen. Give that a tap. Share it to any of the pool groups that you're associated with. Also share it to your personal page. You never know which one of your friends are closet pool junkies. I will do my best to keep you all entertained. My name is Grant if you're new. I am one of the commentators here at Q Sports Live, also just part of the furniture. And yeah, Todd, it is awesome fun. That trip to Ottawa through We Fire will be a blast. Good luck to everybody who does get in it to win it. Vino is still using your glove, eh, Larry? Gotta love it. And we appreciate it, guys. We are just about ready to get set, rock and roll. I will do my best to keep the scores straight, the game numbers straight. I will pay attention as best as I can to the comments on Facebook, the comments on YouTube, and keep you entertained as best as what I can. Every now and again, I'll have to just mute the mic, keep my throat hydrated after an absence of 18 months due to the pandemic. Great to be back, but the voice not quite the same stamina as what it used to be prior to the pandemic. And also let me know how my volume is. If I need to adjust anything, let me know. And it is a true Battle of Alberta. Top Shots, Hot Shots out of Edmonton, Alberta. Barry's team from Calgary, Alberta. The rivalry continues. Dun, dun, dun. going on, Sean Jolly? How are you, my friend? Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Let's slam that share button. I want to get this between 300 and 400 minimum. So even if you're tuning in on YouTube, copy the link, share that out. Let's get it rocking. We are up. Game number 1 happening on table number 2. We got Mike Stewart and Ben Francis to lead us off. Golden tones are clear. Thanks very much, Jim. I appreciate it. Warren, what's going on, my man? Mike Stewart with the break. Also, We Fire Promotions adding a little bit of action into this match. The first 5 runouts, regardless of who they are, what team they're on. First 5 runouts, if they do a fist pump, yell out We Fire, they get paid $25 cash, courtesy We Fire Promotions. Oh yeah, this is going to be a match. I'll tell you what, there's not a player on either team that doesn't know how to hold a cue. I got the cash in my hands. If there are some runouts, they get paid. Crisp and clean with caffeine. Gotta love it, Todd. So great break here from Mike Stewart. He's on the Top Shots, Hot Shots. Decent look at the table. Probably going to take the high ball, starting with the 9-15. May have to play a combo, depending on where he sits off that 15. If he plays the 9, and then the 15 to the top right roll out, make sure you get angle to get you on to the 13 ball. From the 13 ball, draw in between the 12-10. From there, you're pretty much home free. VA draw is after this. You got it. If it does go double dip, we'll extend the viewer advantage into that double dip. I like this. Did he get there, though? Can he see the outside edge of that 15? He's down in it pretty quick. Must be able to see it. Down and around. Onto the 13 ball. And if he's got the angle, just a nice little touch draw. Split the window between the 10 and 12 and kind of sit right there. He could hit and stick here, depending on his angle, depending on what his comfort level is. Uh-oh. Ooh. That was flirtatious. Does he have it? Top table looking a little bit muddy. The 8-ball, 4-ball tied up a little bit. Does he have that 12-ball? Can he pinch this over? Indeed he can. Got great angle on the 10 as well. Kind of punch this in, float over to where the rack spot is. A little bit under hit, but that'll work no problem. 11-ball, top left-hand corner. Cue ball back out, shoot the gap. Between the 1 and 6, I believe. Unless he's trying to go underneath. He did. Wow, I didn't think he would have enough to get up there. Great shot. Here it is for the We Fire. That was weak. We'll let it go. That was a little weak. A little weak on the We Fire. That was like a baby We Fire. We Fire indeed. All right, so let me bring up the trusty scoreboard with a 10-0 win for Top Shots, Hot Shots. That'll bring out rack number 3. How are we looking on table number 1? Again, still a little bit muddy here. The 9 and the 13. Well, 13 is okay, but that 9 ball is in a precarious position. Not sure if he can pinch the 13 over enough to break into the 4, 8, 9. And with doing that, it is a little bit of a hit and a hope. Yeah, great out. All started from the break. And I'm going to run these a lot because it is the last chance to get in, guys. Viewer Advantage Shopping Spree. $600 Canadian gets you in to win. If you want in it to win it, qsportslive@gmail.com. If you're inside Canada, outside of Canada, send a message to the Q Sports Live page. We are doing the draw for that as soon as this match is over. Could go double dip. And that prize, $600 Canadian, any way you'd like it. You can spend that at Jacoby Custom Cues, Jam Up Apparel, JB Cases, league entry into the CSL IPL, or cash out, take the money and run. Jim, nobody fallen in one of those pockets yet. Not yet. Mr. Francis is probably small enough he might be able to fall into one. And what's going on with Mr. Jim Telfer today? Although it's probably more into nighttime where you're at. Late night. What's going on, James? Thanks for tuning in on YouTube. So Johnny Triple P on table number 1. Playing the 2-7 combo. To the heart. And again, out of the frying pan into the fire a little bit. But I believe he's got the angle on the 6. He can float around, shoot the 1 and the 2. 1 or the 2 into that bottom left-hand corner. Scott Atkinson, I believe, comes up dry on table number 2. That'll bring Stephen Halem to the table. Johnny looking good for a 10-5 win. And indeed, puts the 8 in for a 10-5 win. That will also bring out rack number 4. Sorry we kept you up, Jim, but let me tell you, you tuned in at the right time. It is the Masters Teams Final. Some amazing pool. Been great all weekend long. Nice shot from Steven. Breaks out a little bit of the trouble. The other trouble is oh, I was thinking that the 11 ball was a solid. It's not. The 3 does go to the top middle pocket as you look at the table. I don't think it goes down to the bottom left-hand corner. It's a matter of getting himself there. Yeah, he came out of the woodwork for this event, let me tell you. So you may recognize the gentleman down on table number 2, Mr. Stephen Holem. Looking for the run. I don't know if it passes the 9 to the bottom middle pocket as you look at the table. I don't think so. I think the 9's in the way. But sometimes the angles that I see are a little bit different than what is reality. Of course, that's probably true with most of what I see. Uh-oh. Under hit. I don't think he got there. I think the 15 is a beach ball. absolute beach ball. What do you do here? Long kick the one down to the top right-hand corner. Two rail, three off the 9 to the side. Just under hit, and as we've seen since Thursday, they are playing just a touch slow. So when he put that inside on the cue ball to come around those two rails, it just caught absolute mud. How many points needed to win the match? Depends. Depends kind of as you move along. So the way that the VNEA scores their points is 1 point per ball for your group. So whether you're solids or striped, you earn 1 point for every ball that you make. The 8 ball is then worth 3 points for a maximum of 10 points for the win. Your opponent will make the points for whatever balls they've made. It is a 25 game format. So once it becomes mathematically impossible for your opponent to catch you based on the remaining games, the match would then be declared over. But even going into the last round, if you're down 49 points, you run all 5 racks with 10 O's, you can pull it out. So especially at this caliber of play, I've seen it happen. Hold on 1 second here, guys. Yep. Yep. I'm on it. Sorry about that, guys. So Scott Atkinson looking to do what you're supposed to do when your opponent misses. Punish them for the miss. And once again, y'all, if you're just tuning in, you know what to do. There's that little share button down on the bottom left-hand side of the screen. Give that a little tap. Share the stream to any of the pool groups that you're associated with. Let's see if we can get these up to 300 and 400 like we used to be able to do. There's going to be some great pool. You're not going to want to blink or you'll miss it. 10-5 win for Top Shots. Makes this 25 to 15. Bringing out rack number 5. So it is the last game in the first round coming out. Again, the format of this is 25 games, 5 players per team. And I got to give a shout out, guys. WeFire Promotions. Sweepstakes for all new registrations. This is happening today. As soon as this match is done, we will do the draw. 250 USD. You must be 18 years of age. It's applicable to all over the world, with exception to our US viewers. When you go over ggpoker.com, get yourself registered, use the promo code WeFire. It automatically enters you in for 250 USD to be added. It also will add automatically yourself into the draw for a special little pool getaway with Jody Fant. He is the man behind WeFire. That'll be played in Ottawa, Ontario. And that's full airfare, full hotel, entry in for 8 ball, entry in for 9 ball, plus your team entry and $500 cash. You cannot go wrong with it. On top of that, WeFire adding a little bit of cash money to this match. We saw one given away already. If you're new to joining, what's happening is the first 5 players to run a rack, if they give a fist bump and say WeFire after the rack is run, WeFire will be paying them $25 cash. I've got money on hand. And I do have both chat lines open, both on Facebook as well as YouTube. If you do have any questions, feel free to ask away. I'll do my best to answer any questions that do come in. And Jeff Wanless taking down that rack by a score of 10-5, again for the top shots. That will be the start of round number 2 coming out, game number 6. Excuse me. So the WCVNEA Championships, it is being held at the River Cree Resort and Casino, just outside of Edmonton, considered Enoch is where this event is being held. It is a conglomeration of all of the different charter holders from Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and Alberta. It is a yearly event, and it flips between Edmonton and Red Deer. This year is back in Edmonton. I would suspect next year we'll be back in Red Deer. Started on Wednesday evening with Scotch doubles. Started singles play on Thursday morning. And it's got all levels of play, right from novice straight up to the master's level. And this is it. The final match, the final stream of the 4-day pool extravaganza. But I'll tell you what, glad that we are back on the mic after an 18-month hiatus. Really good to get back off, shake off the COVID rust, get back to competing and being on the mic. Mark V at the table. He is playing for Barry's team. A really good chance at, excuse me, at a potential run out for a WeFire promotion. Oh, okay, they announced it 3 straight years in Edmonton. All right, well, that answers the question as to whether this will be in Red Deer next year. It will be in Edmonton. Thanks, Bob. And if you are new to Q Sports Live, make sure you've gone onto our Facebook page, hit the like button. If you're tuning in on YouTube, also hit that subscribe button. You'll be notified each and every time that we go live. You'll be able to join in. All of the stuff that we do is always free. If you go onto our Facebook page, into our library of streamed events, there is over 10,000 different streams from all over the place, varying levels of pool. We're non-restrictive here at Q Sports Live. We don't care what level of play it is. We're here to support the sport. So we are not restrictive in saying that you have to be a master's level player to get onto Q Sports Live. Leon Trudeau, what's happening with you, my man? It has been a hot minute since I've seen you. We miss you here in Calgary. And are you still breaking sidearm? Gosh, you got one of the best sidearm breaks I've ever seen in my life. Oof. Gets away with one there. Plays horn shape. Excuse me. Voice is a little hoarse after an 18-month hiatus. Jumping back on the mic pretty much 4 days. So we'll see whether Mark can either cut this into the top left-hand corner or bank it back down to the bottom right. Those are his two options. I don't believe he's got a safe play here. When you're this far in, you gotta go. If he cuts this in, he is gonna lose the cue ball a little bit. He'll be back and forth and back and forth. And lost the cue ball straight down to the pocket. Albino down the subway. That's going to give Darren Churchill ball in hand. From here, you gotta favor Darren to win it by a score of 10-6. Mike Stewart on the table also for top shots. They're proving why they were the A-side winners. Barrie's team coming around from the B side. If they want to win, they're going to have to double dip. Spanner tuning in from Ireland. Thank you for tuning in. Glad to have you back as well. And we may as well ask the question, where's everybody tuning in from? 215 on Facebook, another 70 on YouTube. Would love to get this up to 400, guys. These guys deserve it. There's some great pool. Earn yourself a share badge. Just click that little share button down at the bottom. Share that to any of the pool groups that you're a member of. Also share it to your own personal page. I knew they would, Leon. Let me tell you, you got one of the meanest sidearm breaks I've ever seen in my life. You're correct, Gord. But truly, without y'all tuning in, that's exactly what it would be. Me sitting here talking to myself on a headset with nobody tuning in. I'd still be doing the same thing anyway. South Missouri tuning in. Thanks, Kevin. Washington State. How are you, Rocky? Nice shot from Church. Do you take the 11 first here, float above the 10 ball? Seems to be a little bit of a steeper cut, I think, than what he'd like. Yeah, I've tried everything. Water, and typically it's coffee for me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Mud. Got mud. The positive thing is he's got a fairly decent containing safety. Whether he tries to play behind the 8 ball to make it a lock-up safe or just draw down to the bottom right-hand side of the table. Michigan in the house. How are you, Bob? Gloria shared who is in the booth. Gloria, my name is Grant, and I am part of the furniture here at Q Sports Live. Excuse me. Pitt Meadows, BC, tuning in. How are you, Gary? So for those that are new to Q Sports Live, typically, and this is all pre-pandemic, we were live pretty much every weekend. We traveled all across Canada and the United States. We do every type from juniors right up through to pro level play. And we were live a lot, almost every weekend. We had something going on, whether that was in Canada or the United States, whether that was East Coast, West Coast. We have been all over. Tuning in from your house. You're out of beer and snacks, by the way. Awesome. Hey, I'm glad somebody was able to eat them. I'm over here in Edmonton, so head on over to my place and take her down. So a 10-6 win for Barrie's team. Makes it 30-41. That'll bring up rack number 7. Top table looking a little bit difficult for Mike. I don't know whether that was a safety play or whether he put himself there. And if you are just tuning in and new to Q Sports Live, if this is your first time viewing, let me know. I'll give you a shout out on the live stream. Hamilton, Ontario checking in, I believe, on YouTube. Yeah, of course, Eli. Yeah, you know what, Mason? It makes it so much easier. So much easier, especially if you're on the live stream. Makes it so much easier, especially as a commentator, to know who's who. And as a viewer, you kind of get to feel a little bit connected to those players. So, for example, on the table number 1 on the top of the screen, you've got Mike Stewart. He's playing with Top Shots, Hot Shots. Bob is asking if I know Raw Hannah. Of course, on the wire. Who doesn't know Raw Hannah? Very nice attempt out of Mike Stewart. The good news, bad news. The bad news is he missed. Good news is he kind of muddied up the waters a little bit in tying up the 6 and 7. So John's actually got a really nice two-way shot here. If he banks the 6 to the bottom right, just pull back the cue ball a little bit. You can leave it on the end rail where he's standing. By doing so, takes away the shot at the 15 ball, takes away the shot at the 12 ball. But if he does make it, he'll have the one to the top middle pocket. The top bag, as they say in snooker. Yeah, 100% the connection of knowledge is what makes it work. I agree. And believe me, I'll do my best to give you the straight goods on the commentary and dissecting it. Look at that. Absolute perfect. Opened up the table. And from here, you gotta say, Johnny for Barry's team is probably favored to get out here. I don't want to give him the old commentary's curse, but 4 ball in, 5 to the bottom bag. Alex Walker, what's going on? Pool. That's what's happening, brother. Top Shots, Hot Shots, they are your A-side winners. Barry's team coming around from the B side. So if they want to win, uh-oh. Johnny did not want to be shooting this off the beach. Wow. Just barely pocket weight. Puts the 8 in. That's what it's all about. 10-5 win. Makes this a 46-40 match. That will bring out rack number 8. And of course, I gotta give it up for Jody Fant, We Fire Promotions. It is the draw happening as soon as this match is done. 250 USD for all new registrations. Head over to ggpoker.com. Very, very important. Use the promo code We Fire. Must be 18 years of age, not applicable to our US viewers. Once you head over there, get yourself registered. You'll be put automatically in the draw for the 250 bucks. Also automatic entry into the pool trip. You'll be a team member of Jody Fant. He is the man behind We Fire, and that is all expenses paid. Your flight, your hotel, entry, plus $500 spending cash. You really can't go wrong, guys. Get over, get her done. ggpoker.com. I'm in a tournament myself. Get her done, Alex. Look at this shot. Chip combo in off. Whew. That is brave. I think there's a little bit of cut that would need to happen on the 6 to the 12. And that 12's got to be hit dead down the rail with that 2-ball sitting in the jaws of the pocket like that. But no risk, no reward. I don't know if there's another way to really clear the mess. Could he play safe here? I think that's the option. 9-ball, check siding on the cue ball, off, and hide behind that 15. Just like that. Now, does that leave him his 7-ball? I took lessons from Ben, so I'm still on the A side. Hey, Ben knows what he's talking about. He is a certified instructor. And based on him going to get the short stick, I would say he does not have that 7-ball. And on the top table, look outside pocket. Holy. Kevin Osborne playing for Barry's team. Thank heavens he kind of got into that side pocket there. Makes this queuing a little bit easier should he decide to take the 6. Looks like the 5-ball it is. And again, just understroke. These tables are playing a little bit muddy, a little bit slow, as we've seen for the last 4 days. Nice shot there. Nice play off the 10-ball to hold the cue ball for the 4-ball. Nice little draw shot here. 8. Look out. Needs to slow up. 8-ball top right-hand corner. Just like that. 2-4-6 for a 10-1. For a 10-1, was it a wee fire? It was a wee fire. Was a run out. $25 out the door. Barry's team doing the battle back, so that'll also bring out rack number 9. This match could go right down to the wire. Awesome, Gord. Much appreciated, sir. So if anybody is just joining in wondering what the Wii Fire was all about, they are one of the sponsors here at Q Sports Live. They've also added a little bit of excitement into this match. For the first 5 runouts, if players give a fist pump and say, "We fire," they get $25 cash just for the runout. Doesn't matter what team does it, whether it's all on one, split amongst 2, or even one player getting all 5. But it is a requirement. If you make the run out, you have to give the fist pump and you have to yell out, "We fire." We do need a second match. I would love to see. I want this to go hill of the second match. It's been 18 months of dry, no pool action. It is time. Let's drag this out to the bitter end. It's great to get back to a sense of normalcy. Be back on the mic. I don't know if my voice will last that long, but I'm willing to give it the old college try. Now, did he get the angle that he wanted on the 9-ball? Take the 9-ball, draw into the 6-ball, push the 15-ball over the side pocket. I think it's not the 15-ball. Would have to be the 10-ball. Push that over the side pocket. Just like that. Nut perfect. what a shot. 12 ball, 15 ball, 10 ball, 8 ball. Caller done for a 10-3 win. It's too broken in. It used to be, I can tell you. I used to be able to do this for days on end. When we went down to Vegas, we did the ACS Nationals and then went straight over and did the VNEA Championships in Vegas. And that was 28 days. 4-day break in between, but 28 days. 10-3 win for Barry's team, taking the lead. It'll also bring up rack number 10. Also got to give a shout out to Jam Up Apparel, guys. Check it out. The new juniors jerseys supporting the BEF, the Billiards Education Foundation. If they haven't been released yet, these are supposed to be released this weekend. They come in all sizes, men's, ladies, and we've made a jersey, 2 different designs, and with those come a hoodie. Absolute sick designs. You'll find those over at jamupapparel.com. Just wow again for Stephen. Yeah, he played it perfect. I'm starting to get inside the head a little bit of Mr. Holem. Kind of seeing what he sees. Yeah, 100%, Michael. We were happy to do it, and I believe we were supposed to do it again the next year, but of course, as with everything else, the pandemic came and stuck its nose in things. Looks like Vino looking for the 8 ball for the win. Wow, a 10-1 win for Barry's team. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. Where was the fist pump? That was like the weakest Wii Fire ever. That was, dude, that was so weak, strong on the table, but a weak Wii Fire. We'll give it to him, but that one was pretty weak. Pretty weak Wii Fire, Mark. 25 bucks out the door, courtesy We Fire Promotions. I believe that'll also bring out rack number 11. And a mud break on table 2. Wow. There are so many issues on that table, it might need a divorce lawyer. Right, Clark? Like, come on. That was the weakest Wii Fire we've heard all weekend. You got to put a little energy into it. Is it bad to say no to another cup of coffee? No, Todd. You can never say no. And Mike Stewart kind of hit off center on the break. Lost the cue ball a little bit there off the rail and into the pack again. And that is a fairly wide open table. Issue with low ball is the 7 ball. I don't know if it squeaks past the 14 to the top right-hand corner, But other than that, I mean, it's a fairly runnable table. If he has high ball, that's even better. If he can see the 12 or the 15 into that side pocket, we might have another wee fire. Ben looking to rearrange the furniture a little bit, or is he looking to hide? He's ducking. Now it is really muddy. Wow. I'm debating ice mocha or coffee. I'm always a coffee guy. Can't say no to it. Steven looking good for the run out here. Might have overcooked that shot on the 9 a little bit. So he may save that for his out ball. Nice little touch draw here. I can't quite see. He's standing in the way. The nerve standing in the way of me commentating while you're shooting. Who does that? Oh, I see what he's doing. All right. 9 ball, 15 ball, 11 ball, 8 ball. We're always cold. It's not been. Nice little pocket weight shot here. Really nothing to do. Just put the 15 in the hole. And even if he's straight on here, nice little touch draw for the 8 to the top right. And that'll be for a 10-0 wee fire. Nice little chip safe from Ben Francis. Neither one of those guys on table 2 are wanting to give anybody anything. Well, straight into the pocket, that will do. That will do. Do we have a wee fire moment? I do believe we do. So, wow. I think we're going for like the weakest wee fire. These are weak wee fires. Weak. Weak. Wow, this bottom table, you know what? They may run out the rest of the set, the rest of this whole match on table 1 before this table gets cleared out on the bottom screen here. There are too many issues to count on this table. Really nice break on table number 1. Everything in wide open spaces, no clusters. Everything has a home. Negotiate the path with the cue ball, and you should be home free to take 1 back for top shots. Right, Mason? God, you nailed it. Like, could you have got any more deer in a headlight look out of Vino? We fire. Like, that's worth 8 cents. Right, Bob? There are way too many. This here table needs a psychologist. That's how many issues are on this table. right? This bottom table is just looking weak. Right, James? That needs to happen. We need to get the audience involved. Somehow, we need to get y'all involved, and then everybody that's sitting in the room, we need to get them involved. I'm going to work on that. I'm going to figure out a way to make that happen. Well, and the thing with these type of tables is once somebody does kind of crack the combination, they typically get run out pretty quick. But it's a matter of who flinches first. Remote shock collars. Keep the ideas flowing, y'all. I love it. Oh, nice shot from Ben. What? I thought that went in the pocket. I thought that was in the heart. Apparently not. Apparently hit the horn. Down the table it goes. But still, right? No clear path for a run out here. These guys, this next game will be up before they finish this cesspool. It is true. Excuse me. The voice is a little hoarse. Well, we're making some progress. We are making some progress here. Yeah, Brian, I did too. That was Niagara was one of my favorites. You know, there's definitely some standout favorite moments that I've had in traveling around with Q Sports Live. You know, being out as far as PEI on the east coast of Canada, down to Chicago and California and all over the United States. I mean, it's been so good, but you know, you always get those ones that just stand out to you, and Niagara Falls is always one of those events. Yeah, 100%, Brian. You know we'll always have you up here. I missed what happened. How did this table get open? Does that 13 squeeze between the 6-7 to the side? If that's the case, game over. ERO on 1. God, I missed it. I was too busy looking at the mud. Who won it, Brian? Or Gord? What was the score on that last game? Oh, we fire. I didn't even hear it. That's how weak this is. You gotta let me hear it.
We fire. Yay.
Boo. We fire. Sorry, guys, I just yelled in your ear. Obviously, Top Shots, Hot Shots won that one, so 61 to 81. That'll bring out rack number 13. Scott Atkinson coming up dry on table number 1, playing for Top Shots, Hot Shots. And if you ever do get the chance, guys, if you're in Edmonton, Alberta, the Top Shots, Hot Shots, they, of course, play out of Top Shots. And one of the nicest pool halls you're going to ever find anywhere. Gorgeous pool hall. And looking to punch the 15, 8 ball into the same pocket. Nice shot for a 10-2 win. Indeed. and goes to walk to the table. He says, "Hey, don't sit down. You're up again, brother." Wanless had defected to us. He did, but he had qualifying weeks in with Walmac. Didn't have the qualifying weeks in with SML. So this is kind of the last hoorah for Jeff Wanless on Top Shots, Hot Shots. Then he becomes a full de facto member of the Calgary pool scene. So we are getting down to the nitty gritty of this. I'm going to show the break, and then I got to put a couple of posters up. Last call for these ones. And Jeff tries to come out of his shoes. A little bit of mud there to do. So let's run through these real quick so we can get back to pool. It is the viewer advantage final call, guys. If you want in it to win it, $20 Canadian, no restriction on the number of tickets that you can get. If you're in Canada, qsportslive@gmail.com. If you're outside of Canada, send a message to the Q Sports Live Facebook page. You are vying for $600 Canadian any way you want it. Choose from Jacoby Custom Cues, Jam Up Apparel, JB Cases, or league entry into the CSL IPL. If none of those are of interest to you, you can certainly cash it out, take the money and run by entering into that one. When you give 20, you get 20. Jam Up stepping up to the plate. $20 US off of any of the Jam Up jerseys. Sorry guys, had Steph come and talk to me. This is like the Alberta Cup, eh, Derek? That's for sure. Pretty close to the same teams. And whatever happened to the Alberta Cup? Well, the same as pretty much what happened to everything else. We do have plans. I don't know if we'll do the Alberta Cup again. We kind of decided that we wanted to put the efforts into something a little bit more rewarding, and the following year was the first year of the CSL Invitational. That was a $10,000 added event that we held in Calgary. That was at Leather Pocket. And I'll be the first to let you know we have scheduled it again. This time it is for next August. And again, minimum 10K ad for that one. So as we start preparing for that one, that one is an invitational only. So you must be invited in order to participate. But we are looking at doing some pretty big things with that. That's why we scheduled it out so far. For August of next year, we want to do some bigger things with it. Nope, Mary. If you send in the e-transfer, we'll know it's for the viewer advantage. Okay, I will get your tickets to you. I'm live. If you talk to Ben or that team, they can tell you.
Say Alan Bow gives a shout out to everyone.
Alan Bow gives a shout out to everyone. There you go. And Grant, I'll get those over to you. I've got a few that I need to get done. So you'll find that I go kind of mic silent, not as much commentary between kind of rack 17 to 20. While I get all of the tickets done. But I will have to pay attention to the score, so. hopefully I don't miss another one. But I'll tell you, after an 18-month hiatus to try to come in and do as many days on the mic by yourself as what I have, and keep track of the scores, the comments, the game numbers, can sometimes be a little bit trying, so I appreciate all the help. So Ben Francis back at the table. Shooting high ball. Does he go into the 12 ball right here? Not off of that shot. Does he do it here with the 15 ball? 15 into the 12-6-8 cluster. Yeah, Steve, it was a lot of fun, that's for sure. Yeah, Noella, Battle of Alberta. The rivalry is alive and well. He doesn't go into it. I'm kind of shocked at that he didn't go into that 12-6-8 cluster there. Maybe it's because the 12 goes. But he's sitting a little bit high to hold the cue ball if the 12 goes. Or maybe he's just going to pluck the 12 out. 14 goes as well, so. Oh, yeah. Out of the frying pan and into the fire, really. Especially with this. Oh, man, you got to be careful here. You almost have to take the cut on the 12. Right? The good thing for Ben is that he shaves. He can cut these in probably better than most. And I only know that because I've watched him do it so many times. Oh no, you won't catch Jeff missing that on purpose. That guy is a competitor through and through. It was like the show Willy Wonka, the golden ticket for pool. It was a lot of fun, I can say that. One bank gives it the Be Sure. Really well done there. 14 ball top right hand corner. Just straight follow through, punch the one out of the way. Got to be careful with the weight. And you'll have the 8 ball either into the top side pocket or the top left hand corner. I don't think you're drawing into this. You just got to play just a pocket weight top shot. Does he have enough to cut this ball? Is there enough room? The grimace on the face tells me this is a lot harder than what he wanted. Going for the kick. The shave in puts the cue ball into the bottom left-hand corner, so got to go for the kick. And I'm not sure whether the spin on the cue ball took off the rail or whether it was just the rail that messed up the cue ball. Or he could have just flat out missed. Something that Jeff Wanless will gladly take. He'll take a 10-7 win. Scotty looking on a win over on the other table as well for a 10-5. Into the heart goes the bank. Does he get rewarded? He is on Never Never Land. So we'll mark this one in. This is a 10. Whoops. How about 73? 73 to 98. That will bring out rack number 15. And once again, guys, if you are just tuning in, it is the men's team's final. Do me a favor. There's a little share button down on the bottom left-hand side of that screen. Just give that a tap. Share the stream to any of the pool groups that you are a member of. And Mr. Vinogradov, also known as the Vino Bot, table number 1, looking to steal away a win here. Pretty difficult spot to be in, though. Church with the break on table number 2. Does the second ball break? Comes up looking really good. All the solids looking really well. What a shot from Vino. This 5 ball, if it's still on the rail, is it one of those shots that you can compress the rail? Probably not, being that he's shooting off the beach here. If there's enough separation, can he pocket the 5? Oh, with ease. With ease. Left himself a little bit short of pace here, though. Gonna cut this into the bottom right-hand corner. And a steal of a game. 10-7. That will bring out rack number 16. And I'm going to have to put this one up here one more time. It is the sweepstakes for We Fire Promotions. All new registrations coming in today. Automatically put into a draw for 250 USD. This is the final call. Get them in, get them done, guys. Head over to ggpoker.com. Use the promo code WeFire. You will automatically be entered in. 250 USD. On top of that, you get entered into the draw for the pool getaway. You'll be on a team with Jody Fant, the man behind WeFire. That is an all expenses paid trip, including flight, hotel, entry into 8-ball, entry into 9-ball, as well as entry into the team event. On top of that, $500 cash money. So if you haven't done so yet, make sure you get over there. Get her done. ggpoker.com, promo code WeFire. And I'll tell you, the odds on that have been really good. Day 1, really there wasn't anybody on the microphone day 1, so there was only 4. So there was a 1 in 4 chance of winning $250. Yesterday, a 1 in 11 chance of winning $250. If y'all are poker players, get on over, get it done. You can tell what the odds are. The odds are good. So I am going to, while both of these tables are kind of in the way, I'm going to turn off my comments. I am going to have a look at getting the tickets out the door for the viewer advantage. We just did last call there. So I will get the tickets done, so you'll have to excuse me while I am not commentating on the games. This is the kind of stuff that ends up happening when you're running the mic by yourself. But either way, it's got to get done so that we can get it done. So I'll pop my head up every now and again just to check, make sure I'm on par. And for Mary Woodman, if you are still viewing with us, if you can make a comment, just comment on the Q Sports Live Facebook page, send me a message. That way I've got your contact info to send these back to you. Looks like Johnny Triple P looking to steal away a game. I think I've got you here, Mary. And looks like Johnny is going to do just that. And does indeed, gets the win for a 10-7. And so for those that are just tuning in, Barry's team coming around from the B side. So if they do end up taking down the match, we will go to set number 2. That will also bring up rack number 17. And I'm just about done here, guys. Bear with me another couple of minutes. Alrighty. We are back in commentary action. Let me bring up my comments again, and we're back to good. Alrighty, back with y'all. And if you can help me out, looks like we're just about where I wanted to be, somewhere between 300 and 400. If y'all can help me out, hit that little share button down at the bottom. I would greatly appreciate it. The more the merrier, as they say. Look at this shot. Look at this shot from Mike. He does get to back to the 10 ball. Not sure what to do with it, though. Where does that 10 ball go to? Anywhere? And muddy waters on table number 2. Thank you, Keith. Much appreciated. Another cesspool rack on table 2. Yeah, it seems to be the table. Right? This table just hasn't given up anything. Really tough table to break on. A little bit of a miscue there. But is he on the 11 ball? Can he make that without putting the cue ball into the right side pocket? Or I guess the top pocket as you look at the table. Oh, gets a little creative. And I think the shot here is actually play the 10 into the 5, make the 5, and stick the cue ball back in the pack. That would be a great safe shot. I think I'm going to leave the 11. I don't want to take too many soldiers off the table here. So if he takes this 15 left hand on the cue ball, this has got to be a really, really touchy weight shot here. Got to get sitting just about perfect to make the 15 in the same pocket. The angle, you can go into the pack, rearrange the furniture a little bit, but not sure if that would be the way you'd want to play, but I can't remember if it was Sky or Billy who said sometimes you gotta risk the biscuit to get the gravy. Oh no, you gotta risk it to get the biscuit. That's what it was. And it looks like things have opened up on table number 1. Kevin at the table. So the 3-8's a little bit tied up, but he may play for that 3 ball right now. Doesn't want to be on the rail though. Look at that, just mud. Should still work out. He could take the 4 ball. Hopefully missing the 10 ball on the way back up for the 7. Come up a little bit short on the 7 ball. Play two rails around for the 3. Sounds like Billy. That is Billy Thorpe, I believe. That it was either Billy or Sky. It was one of them that said, "You gotta risk it to get the biscuit." Not sure if the three, whether he can get in to put that, like he's looking for the three down to the bottom right-hand corner. I just don't know if it, can he get there? Obviously he can. And the ref being called. It is a little too close to that 8-ball. To the heart of the pocket, looked like a good shot to me. Unfortunately, no good shot goes unpunished. Punches the 8 to the side rail. So the question is, do you try for the bank here? Maybe play that with some top inside, let the cue ball go back and forth or back across the table. And that way, if you don't make the 8, cue ball goes to the top left-hand side of the table. Or do you just purposely play the chip safe? At this level of pool, you really don't want to give your opponent another shot back at the table. Shirley, who won with the Ladies Masters? Sage against the machine, taking it down. Yeah, I think he purposely played the safe. Maybe a bit of a two-way, but Mike Stewart gonna have to bring a shot. More than likely, the bank back to the pocket he's in. Indeed. And I think when Mike goes back to look at this, you'll notice he completely stood up into that shot. He was halfway standing up before he even released the cue. And no mistake there from Kevin putting the 8 in. So it is a 10-6 win. And that's going to bring out rack number 18. Getting to the nitty-gritty of it. And if you are just tuning in, y'all help me out. Hit that share button. Let's get it back up. Would love to get up to the 300 range. We're close there now. We've got 196 on Facebook, another 102 on YouTube. Looking good, table 2. Top shots, hot shots, looking to take it for a 10-7 win. Bringing out game number 19. And we do appreciate everybody tuning in all weekend long. Started on Wednesday evening, all day Thursday, all day Friday, all day Saturday, and today. Couldn't have done it without you. We appreciate you tuning in. If you haven't done so already, make sure you go onto the Q Sports Live Facebook page, hit that like button. If you're tuning in on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button. That way you're notified each and every time we go live. You'll be able to join in on the live stream, have a little bit of fun with us. Mr. Francis utilizing the second ball break on table number 1. And I must have missed a game. What's going on? Tuning in from Manitoba. Wayne, what is our next big event? You know what? We're not sure. We're just kind of getting back into getting bookings and scheduling events and all those things. So it'll be a couple of local events in Calgary, a couple of events at Leather Pocket. But right now, traveling across the border still restricted to essential travel only. So, you know, we're not sure whether things are going to continue with opening up or go back to lockdown. So for the most part, it'll be anything that we can get our hands on here in Alberta or the rest of Canada. And as they start to open up and lift restrictions on travel for crossing the border, you'll start to see us wander down to the U.S. again. I tend to think I missed a game. I think I missed what happened on the top table. I'm not quite sure, but I'll see if I can get Stephen or Mark here to bring me over the score sheet. Can you bring over the score sheet? I just want to make sure I'm correct. So Jeff Wanless at the table here on table number 2. Wide open spaces.
135 to 103 for us.
135 to 103.
Yeah,
I'm on it.
score you got there, sir.
I'm on it. APA October Vegas Tournament, you are essential. You know, I would have to agree with you because there is a mental side to pool that, of course, we all miss, and I find essential. Whether the health services would agree with me or not, that's a different story. But I would agree. And we love coming down to the States. The only thing that we've really done for APA is the CPA APA border battle. That was Craig Meisner that puts that on. We'll see if we will be doing that one again. But again, right, it's still pretty new to having the restrictions lifted, so we'll see whether that lasts. Benny got himself. Does he have this 7 ball? Wow. That was a great shot. Really nicely done there from Ben Francis. I'll have to shave the 4 ball into the top left-hand corner as you see it. Over and back with the cue ball. That'll put the 2 ball down to the bottom right-hand corner, leaving himself the 8 in the same pocket. And you see how much he's got to overpower that shot. May have to float forward. Does he want to risk it and put in the power to go a couple of rails around? I think he just floats this in, puts the 8 into the side pocket. Oh my,
Come on, Johnny.
what? How does that 5 ball stay out of there? Well, that gives Johnny Triple P a chance to steal away the game. Wow, Ben at dang near break speed puts that 2 ball in. Yeah, they are a touch slow, no doubt about it. Ben Francis getting the job done for a 10-3 W, making this 106 to 145. Ben's asking if there's any We Fire money left. No, y'all spent it. Or I'll say Jody spent it. Come and cheer for the Heartbreakers playing out of Griffith Billiards, Griffith, Indiana. You guys are freaking amazing. It would complete the dream of playing in Vegas. Hey, thanks, CJ. We appreciate it. We enjoy it too, right? And it's a really big difference. You know, one of the things that I've noticed with you know, watching some of the other streams out there, and not to dog my competition at all. We're all vitally important when it comes to the health and growth of the sport. So anybody that is streaming, I don't care who you are, where you're from. If you're out doing your thing and streaming, it is a good thing. But you've got to have a passion for the game. It's got to come through on the stream. Find a way to make it unique, make it your own. And I'm a fan of it. Do they still have the border tournament? I'm not sure, CJ. I know we were there the last time it ran, so I can check with Craig Meisner. I'll send him a note and say, hey, touch and base, seeing if you're putting on the event again. But I'm not sure what. I don't know if this is the right shot. Because even playing safe, this is a two-way shot. Johnny's going to try the bank. And I don't know if that was the right shot or not. I probably would have taken the 9-ball. It's a little bit of a harder combination to leave that at the end. But, I mean, this is a fairly routine pop it over the 10-ball, make the 5, and you auto-shape the 8-ball. Gee, he didn't even need to jump, left it full on. 10-2. If he can pot the 8 without sinking in the side pocket. And indeed he does. 10-2 W. Although we are getting down to the nitty-gritty, it will bring out rack number 21. Down a few points here. Moving time if your top shots, hot shots. And Steven on the on table number 1 coming up with the hammer break. Making a ball. And fairly wide open from here. This should be a high ball run out for a 10-1 win. In which case, I believe Barry's team would need 4 balls to close out the match if Steven gets out here. Does not want to be on the rail, though. Right, he'll still be okay, I think, because the 14 ball will come back to the bottom middle pocket, the middle bag. Thanks, CJ. We really appreciate it. We do put a lot of hard work into what we do here at Q Sports Live. Um, but again, right, we don't mind. We love the game. We're here to support the sport, period. Nice little draw for the 13 ball. And does want to have a little bit of angle from this 13 to the 11 ball. Probably a hit and stick, 11 to the top right. Off that side rail, potentially the second rail, and put the 8 in the same pocket as the 11. Right, Jim? So he does utilize the second rail for the 8 top right-hand corner. This would be for a 10-1. Indeed. And I do believe Barry's team needs 4 balls, I think, because that does, now this is of course if my game count is correct. That'll bring out game number 22, so 30 points with that game. So yeah, I think Mark needs 4 points here. This 15, I believe, is for the win. Of course, provided my scoring is correct and my game count is correct, but I'm fairly certain I just checked it once, 117 to 1 something or other. Well, nice attempt from Mark there, but I believe with those 4 balls, that'll wrap it up. They could be just giving it the B shore. Or it could be that I'm just wrong on my count. Wow. Nice attempt at the draw from Mark there. Trying to get back for the 11 ball. Pretty sure he's just going to have to shoot it anyway, try and shave the shine off the ball. But it does look pretty likely like we're going to the second set. Ben Francis on table number 1, looking like a run-out table. Wow. Thins the heck out of that ball. Holy. Question is, what do you do with the, what ball is that, 10 ball? maybe 10 or 14 ball. Where does that go? Off the 6, off the 3. Into the middle side pocket. That is what he called. Look at this. A for effort. Very well done. And Ben Francis looking like he's going to put the nail in the coffin. Just the Be Sure nail. they just threw in the white napkin. Barry's team taking down set number 1, looking for the double dip. We are going to set number 2. So we're going to extend out the viewer advantage draw. If you missed it, guys, and you want in to win, it is now extended viewer advantage shopping spree, $600 Canadian, any way you want it. Jam up apparel, Jacoby custom cues, JB cases, or an entry into the CSL IPL, or you can take the money and run. $20 Canadian gets you in to win. qsportslive@gmail.com. Inside of Canada. If you're outside of Canada, send a message to the Q Sports Live page. We'll get back to you. We'll let you know how you can get in it to win it. We will also extend out one more time for the We Fire sweepstakes. It is for all new registrations. Daily draw, $250 USD. You must be 18 years of age. Not applicable to our US viewers. When you go there, www.ggpoker.com, register yourself there. Use promo code WeFire. Automatic entry for the $250 USD. I'm going to do a quick shutdown restart. We'll get set number 2 locked, loaded, ready to rock and roll. On behalf of myself and the rest of the Q Sports Live team, we appreciate you tuning in. Don't go far, guys. We'll be right back. Set number 2 for your final and the winner coming up next.